to the rock, sing to the tree, sing to the firefly lighting up the sky. Sing, sing to the sea.
Hello, I'm Mary Whelan, and this is The Song, a show that presents songwriters, composers, and lyricists and their original songs. And today I am very pleased to present a Northampton-based singer-songwriter, Jeff Martell.
Chasing the devil's evil tongue when I could be sleeping in an angel's arms. I'm down at the crossroad. Danger's got its grip on me with no reason and no sense. And I'm down at the crossroad. Well, I'm down at the crossroad. Well, I'm down at the crossroad. I set out running like so many times before, and I'm down at the crossroad. But I'm down at the crossroad. Need a soft place to land, need a new way to love, and I'm down at the crossroad. But my past holds me strong, I can't see no way out, and I'm down at the crossroad. Well, I'm down at the crossroad. Well, I'm down at the crossroad. Down on my knees like so many times before, and I'm down at the crossroad. Well, I'm down at the crossroad. Every step I take I fall, and I'm down at the crossroad. I learned to walk again, but now in the dirt I crawl, and I'm down at the crossroad. Well, I'm down at the crossroad. Well, I'm down at the crossroad. Ain't gonna sell my soul like so many times before, and I'm down at the crossroad. Well, I'm down at the crossroad. Can I be so blind to those tricks in my mind? And I'm down at the crossroads. I learned to walk again, now where love is sweet and kind. And I'm down at the crossroads. Well, I'm down at the crossroads. Well, I'm down at the crossroads. Down on my knees like so many times before. And I'm down at the crossroads. Well, I'm down at the crossroads. Well, I'm down at the crossroads. Well, thank you. I can tell you're all applauding at home. See, I can hear it through your television. We have a studio audience here tonight who are trying to behave really well. We'll see if they succeed as the evening goes on. Well, like I said, I'm going to do some songs. I'm going to do them one at a time. I'm going to do the next song now. That one was one. It was called Crossroads, oddly enough. This one's one I call Fair. Now, I don't call it fair because I think it's fair. I call it fair because it's about a county fair. As a matter of fact, I think it's better than fair. I think it's actually pretty good. But pretty good didn't sound like a good name for the song. Warm September sun turned the afternoon to gold. A few clouds spun lazy through the air. The band played down by the water as I watched her move through the fair. She looked like a girl I'd like to know. Sunlight was made to play upon her hair. Time stood still as she turned to me and smiled as I watched her move through the fair. Her eyes flashed, I could not turn away. A warm breeze played upon her skin. Wanted her then, more than I could say. Her smile was lit up from within. Sat and watched her from behind the stage as the crowd flowed around her there. Time stood still as she turned to me and smiled as I watched her move through the fair. I walked up and stood by her side, but I couldn't find words, so I just stood there. The song ended, The band left the stage as I watched her move through the fair. Her eyes flashed, I could not turn away. A warm breeze played upon her skin. I wanted her then more than I could say. Her smile was lit up from within. Warm September sun turned the afternoon to gold. A few clouds spun lazy through the air. The band played down by the water as I watched her move through the fair. As I watched her move through the fair. Thank you, thank you.
Well, it's so nice to have you back, Jeff.
Thanks, Mary. It's nice to be back.
Yeah. Now, when you were on before, you were talking about a CD that you were going to be working on?
I actually did do another CD, but I did it the easy way and used a bunch of tracks from old CDs and a few new things to put together sort of a... I was tempted to call it my greatest hits, but I've never had any hits, so gave up on that idea. But
that doesn't mean they shouldn't.
It's actually right here.
Oh, great. You want to hold it up a little so that maybe one of the cameras
hold it up a little bit
can get
longer.
it? A little bit longer?
You guys can all get it from different angles.
Great. And what's the title of the CD?
It's called So Far, So Good.
So Far, So Good.
Yeah, we didn't go with greatest hits or best of. Or...
So Far, So Good. Sounds good.
I think so. I like it.
Now, you want to talk a little bit about some of the songs that are on it?
Well, I think not necessarily. Most of the songs that are on them, I'm going to do a bunch of them tonight. Everything that I'm going to do tonight is on them.
Okay.
It's just a collection of stuff from over the years. There is a special hidden track, which a lot of people think should have stayed hidden. But don't play that one for the kids.
Okay, great. And so, hidden track? What do you mean by hidden track?
They used to do this. I don't know whether people remember. They used to do it back in the 90s, I think, where you get a special hidden bonus track on the CD. In other words, you let the thing play, and when the music would stop, if you forgot about it for like 2 or 3 minutes, the special hidden track would come on and scare the living heck out of you because you'd forgotten there was music on. If you went looking for it, you could never quite fast forward to it. But I only hid this one moderately, so.
Now, people can get your music on your website?
They can go to my website, jeffmartell.net, with 2 L's in Martell, or they can just come see me.
Now, if they go on your website, they'll also be able to find out where your gigs are.
They can find out where I am.
Now, you've given, you have a lot of gigs that you do. Well,
yeah, I do a lot of pub gigs, what I refer to sometimes as not listening rooms, but it's still a lot of fun. Got to do Brown Eyed Girl and things like that. But
and you do a whole variety of types of gigs.
Yeah, I mean, I do whatever. I do weddings and funerals, and I've done horse races and all sorts of peculiar stuff.
I saw something about a store opening.
I've done store openings over the years. Actually, more than one of those, oddly enough.
Yeah. So.
I played the opening of a local coffee roaster's roaster many years ago too. That was fun, and they paid me in chocolate orange coffee. Pound after pound of it. I was rich in coffee for a while.
Well, why don't you do another song and then we'll talk a little more.
I will do another song. I should say I've been on a quest for a while now to write an emotionally healthy love song. It's not as easy as it sounds, by the way, because if you're going to write an emotionally healthy love song, can't have any of this I want you, I need you, I must have you, or I'll die sort of stuff, because that's not particularly emotionally healthy. It's got to be more like, I'm okay, you're okay. You know, I'll be okay if you leave, but I'm okay if you stay. But I've been on this quest for a while, and I've taken a few stabs at it, and this was not one of the better ones. This was a sensitive singer-songwriter tune that I always swore if I wrote a song about my second divorce, it would sound like the Six Flags theme. Didn't end up sounding that way, but it was close. It goes like this. This guitar cost me a marriage, may it cost me two. She had enough of all my stuff. She said we was through. Didn't want to be married anyways. At least that's what I said at the time. This guitar cost me a marriage, and it sure does play fine. Sure plays fine, plays fine, fine, fine. This guitar cost me a day job, cost me 3 or 4. Couldn't seem to get up in the morning, so don't come round here no more. Didn't want to work there anyways, at least that's what I said at the time. This guitar cost me a day job, and it sure does play fine. Sure plays fine, plays fine, fine, fine. I don't care if I stay out late, if I come home at all. It don't care if I play other guitars, 'cause I play this one most of all. I don't want no other guitars, tell myself that all the time. This guitar don't care if I stay out late, and it sure does play fine. Sure plays fine, plays fine, fine, fine. Sure plays fine, plays fine. Thank you, thank you. Sensitive singer-songwriter tune.
Another real good one. And that's also on the CD.
That
right?
is on the CD, but that's not the special hidden track.
Okay.
We're not going to play the special hidden track tonight.
Now, I noticed on your list of gigs, in a number of different places, it says Kirtan with Oriel.
Oh, Kirtan with
Kirtan,
Oriel.
okay, Kirtan with
That's
Oriel.
another gig that I do aside from the usual weddings, funerals, pubs, whatever. I do Kirtan, which is basically singing the name of God, call and response chanting in the name of God in Sanskrit, or names of God, because there's many. It's a lot of fun, very meditative, very uplifting. I'm having a blast doing that, as a matter of fact.
Now you've done it at in Northampton at Laurel Park.
Yep, we do.
Indigo Massage in Florence, and you're going to be doing it at Green River Yoga in
Yep,
Greenfield?
we come to Greenfield in February. We'll be doing once a month there. I think it's 4th Friday every month. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, sounds it.
We're not going to do that tonight either.
No. So you're a man of many talents. So now I want to make sure people do know how to get to your website.
It's Jeff Martell with 2 L's, .net.
Okay.
Not .com, but .net.
I keep wanting to do. I know it. I remember that it's not .com, and I keep wanting to put .org. But
Yeah, I'm
it's
not
.net.
a .org yet. Figure sooner or later when I start to have multiple personalities, I can be a .org. But until then, I have to be a .net.
No, .net. Okay.
If they sold .nerd domain names, I'd buy one of those in a heartbeat.
So anyway, do you want to talk a little bit about your songwriting process at all?
Yeah, my songwriting process is, I thought I was weird because I write, it comes 100% from somewhere else. I have to sit down and write the song. If the song comes, if I feel it coming, I either sit down and write it down then, and it happens within like minutes, or it's gone for good. And I thought that was really strange because I read about people that write songs like craftspeople. They sit down in the morning and I'm going to write some songs now. And they sit there from 9 till 12 and write songs. And I could never do that. But I read an interview with Robert Hunter, who was the lyricist for the Grateful Dead for many years. And he said that that's the way he wrote. They came to him like that. He wrote them down immediately or they were gone. And he actually went one step further, that when they came, if he didn't take the lines about the roses, his muse would desert him for months. So that's why there's so many lines about roses in Grateful Dead tunes.
Oh, good. So you're in good company.
I hope so.
Okay. Well, it's nice to have you back.
Oh, thanks.
And maybe you can close out with a couple more.
I can do that. It's nice to be back. I did actually, I said I was looking for an emotionally healthy love song and trying to write one of those. And I did actually get to a place that I think may have actually gotten there, or as close to it as I'm going to get. And I did have to watch a lot of Oprah to get to that point. But I did get the song, and I got it done, and I actually really, really like the song. And then, much to my dismay, I discovered it was a country song, and there is no market whatsoever for an emotionally healthy country song. So I got the song. It's not going to do me much good, but I'm going to play it anyways because I like it. Well, I got a guitar and I know how to use it. You can dance barefoot to the songs that I play. We can go walking, looking at the fireflies as the stars come stealing at the end of the day. Life is what we make it, so why not make it easy? Why not turn it over and enjoy every day? Play a little guitar, steal some kisses, do what makes you happy, and don't forget to pray. I like the way your hair falls down around your shoulder. I like the way you kiss me, all soft and slow. I like the way your eyes shine, and you smile when you see me, and you tell me you love me like I don't know. Life is what we make it, so why not make it easy? Why not turn it over and enjoy every day? Play a little guitar, make love often, do what makes you happy, and don't forget to pray. If I had a day to do anything I wanted and spend it all with you, doing nothing at all. Play a little guitar, steal some kisses. We could dance in the kitchen till the nighttime falls. Life is what we're making, so why not make it easy? Why not turn it over and enjoy every day? Play a little guitar, make love often, do what makes you happy, don't forget to pray. Play a little guitar, make love often, do what makes you happy, don't forget to pray. Thank you, thank you. Boy, I like that song so much, I think I'm going to do it again. Oh, I'm getting a dirty look. Maybe I'm not going to do it again. Maybe I'll do an entirely different song. It's this song I wrote a long time ago. I was in Hawaii and I wrote this song. Friend who leads the good life, he seems like he's got it made, but he talks about the apocalypse like he was wishing it was today. Stands there like a prophet and he tells me to despair. The end may be coming soon, but brother, you're already there. And suddenly I turned around and she was standing there. Smiled so lightly on her lips and flowers in her hair. She turned the world and spun, she moved lightly through the room, casting light around it like a ring around the moon. Ring around the moon, ring around the moon. My friend, she's a writer of poetry and plays. She had to get a steady job, bring home that steady pay. She put down her pencils and she put away her rhymes. Said she'd get back to them someday when she got the time. And suddenly I turned around and she was standing there. Smiled so lightly on her lips and flowers in her hair. She turned the world and spun, she moved lightly through the room, casting light around it like a ring around the moon. Ring around the moon, ring around the moon. My friend Bob's a picker, he plays a mean guitar. Wanted to be a session man, but he never got that far. Wouldn't play at all if he couldn't be the best. So he laid his guitar in the case and he laid his dream to rest. And suddenly I turned around and she was standing there. Smiled so lightly on her lips and flowers in her hair. She turned the world and spun, she moved lightly through the room, casting light around it like a ring around the moon. Ring around the moon, ring around the moon. Sometimes I get so down, I'm beaten and confused. They're hitting me from every side, I feel I've been misused. Feel like I can't go on, like I just can't stand the pain. But if you want to see the rainbow, you got to stand out in the rain. And Suddenly I turned around and she was standing there, smile so lightly on her lips and flowers in her hair. She turned her wall and spun, she moved lightly through the room, cast a light around her like a ring around the moon. Ring around the moon, ring around the moon. Thank you. Good night.